Alright guys, so we got a little bit of development done. We're developing some really cool projects for the 2015 Mustang EcoBoost. So now we're going to shut the hood and pull the car back out to part 2 of our driving impressions. If you saw from our pictures, we have the EcoBoost Performance Package. It has a bigger rear sway bar, it has the four piston calipers up front. I don't recall the size of the rotors, but we'll measure that for you, let you know. Has different suspension tuning, has the 3 different modes that you can select. Also has the 255, 45, 19 tires all around, square setup, which is, in my opinion, ideal for road racing. Also has this big strut brace up here. I guess they're calling it a K-brace, which helps the firm up the front end. And I can tell you, it kind of does work between the tires and the bracing, and the rear sway bar turn-ins very quick. I have it set up for sport suspension. The steering wheel is for sport, so let's go. Some bumps in the road here. Definitely get to test out the independent suspension. It's nice and firm. The shocks do a very good job of dampening the bumps in the road. I have it on the sport setting now. There's also a race setting too that you get with this performance package. Nice mid-range torque of the 2.3 liter engine, spools right up. Handling's very responsive. When I was driving, it feels almost like an upscale BRZ, the way it handles, the way it turns in, or how light the front end is. I mean, it is a big car. You drive it, you see the big long hood extending out towards the front of the car, but actually after about 10 to 15 minutes of driving it, the car actually kind of shrinks around you, and the length of the hood doesn't really matter anymore. It's very easy to place on the roads. You know where your front tires are. It's a big car, but it's not excessive. It's still easy to drive, really fun to drive on back roads. So we took it on a lot of local curvy back roads. The pedals are very well arranged for heel and toe downshifting. They're very close together. The gas pedal is very, very proper relative to the brake. I know from 2005 and on, they made this change, and it really helped with the drivability of the car for road racers like myself. Pedal placement, shifter placement is really ideal for me because I drive the car around corners, and I wasn't disappointed. The interior ergonomics of this car are excellent for driving or just sitting back and relaxing on the highway. I had it in race mode most of the time, which takes most of the traction control off, makes the throttle more responsive, seems to make the turbo a little bit more responsive too. And driving it in that mode, it's pretty aggressive. For aggressive street drivers like me, that's the mode you want to be in, either sport or race. Comfort, I didn't really try too much, just on the interstate coming back, and it is kind of relaxed. The throttle response is kind of muted compared to the race mode. The brakes are very responsive. There are 4 piston calipers up front, and once you step on the brakes, it stops. The pedal isn't very mushy. It's actually very, very responsive. The gates on this are very firm, very positive. The shifter has a nice weighted throw to it. I can't see the aftermarket really improving on it. Of course they will, but my impression of it was very easy to get in the gear.